those white and Jewish people, they're gonna dump you as soon as they find, like E40 said in a song a long time ago. He said they'll find a new nigga next year. You're not financially secure. I saw your Lambo. I saw all the money you spent on your record advance. You're gonna go broke. You're almost there. It's only gonna, by the time you're 30, your life will be a mess. Because not only will you be broke, but you're gonna have babies, mamas, a drug addiction, and all these other things. Drug addictions are expensive, children are expensive, and you won't be able to handle any of that. And you might be in jail because as you go deeper into the hole and try to fix these problems, the gambling addictions and all these other things that the athlete entertainer culture creates, then you could end up doing things that are very risky. So this is how it works, right? It's like losing in the economic game, it's like when people start losing in a basketball game. When you start losing in a basketball game, you start taking riskier and riskier strategies. You start taking more three-pointers. You start doing things that where you're laying it on the line because you have nothing to lose at that point. You have to do it, you'll do anything to get back in the game. Or in football, you start throwing the ball down the field more and you risk getting more interceptions. So that's what happens with people financially, especially with this is why I tell you that the worst addiction on earth, in my opinion, I don't know, it might be fentanyl now because I've seen some of those videos. But the second worst addiction would be gambling because gambling is where it's the demon that sucks you in through temptation and manipulation of your dopamine levels to get you to really believe that, by jumping back, at the blackjack table, this is when everything's going to change. And of course, it never does. And what happens is that the deeper in the hole you go, the bigger bet you have to make to get back in the game. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the bigger bet you make, it's at that point, the devil's like, I got you. I got you. Because all that's going to happen is you're going to have a bad streak. And next thing you know, you're going to be $250,000 in debt on your little $50,000 salary with some bookie trying to come break your legs. Right. So the ability to play chess is really critical for anybody that wants to do well financially. And I just want you to play chess. I really do. I just want you to play chess. So anyway, let's take the trip to my Instagram page and we're gonna because I get so serious sometimes I just do stuff that I think is just funny, just to show you that I'm not always like Mr. Serious. But I have to be serious about this because this is a very serious problem. All right. So let me show you all something. My team created something that I thought was kind of funny called Claymation Voice. And I want to give you a trigger warning. Claymation Voice, he actually cusses a little bit. So if you got babies and you don't want them to hear bad words, you might want to cover their ears. Unless you're like my parents who just didn't give a damn and they would just let me watch Richard Pryor and stuff like that. So here's Claymation Voice, but you might actually learn something. So here we go. Let's get it. Let's cut the shit. If your money's always running from you like it owes you child support, it's because you're doing broke people stuff. You keep saying, I'll start saving when I make more money. That's like saying, I'll start eating healthy when I lose weight. Backwards as hell. You got champagne taste with Kool-Aid money, designer shoes, luxury bags, but your retirement account is emptier than your fridge. At the end of the month, you borrow money from folks, then post selfies at brunch. That's not confidence, or that's financial crackhead behavior. And stop thinking a better job will save you. If you can't manage $1,000, you can't manage $10,000. The problem isn't your income, it's your habits. Money doesn't care how smart you think you are. It cares if you respect it. It cares if you put it to work. So here's your wake-up call. Learn to budget, kill your debt, invest in something that grows, and stop using Amazon as therapy.